Hi guys, my name is Lo Jiaren or JR for short. And today we are very privileged to have with us one of the premier shooting coaches in the NBA. And so if you have been watching the Miami Heat team, you would have seen the amazing job they have done with their young players in terms of improving the shooting over the past few seasons. And the man behind it all is our guest today, Miami Heat shooting and player development coach, Rob Fodor. Welcome, Rob.
Thank you, JR. It's humbling to hear that, and it's a great group of guys that does a lot more work than just. It's certainly more than me, but I appreciate it.
Well, we are very privileged to have you with us today to talk about life in the bubble and, of course, the fantastic run that the Miami Heat has been on this past couple of weeks.
It's been fun,
So,
right?
yeah, it has been, and watching from here, I mean, we're happy that NBA is back and there's some games to watch.
Yeah, it's been good to have the games to play too. That's for sure.
So let me start off with asking, how long have you been with the coach with the Heat and coaching with the Heat?
Well, that's a good question. I've been on staff for 4 years now, but I've been involved with the Heat and Coach Spolstra for probably 15 years, kind of behind the scenes, doing some consulting and assisting where I could. Um, I put together this program of how to teach people to shoot, to move, create offensive skills. And the interesting thing is I just built it to help my friends, to teach my players and to help my friends. I've always taken it with myself when I coach my teams. But Coach Bolster and I became really close, and I was helping with some of the Heat guys. And I just, as much as I could, started to give the program to them. And so we've kind of been using it with the Heat for quite a long time. Certainly parts of it now it's implemented in full.
Wow. I didn't realize it was 15 years. That's a long time already.
It is it's a long time. It's funny how things evolve and how time goes by.
Yeah.
It really just started where I just wanted to help my guys, and as you do that, time goes by. You grow with people, you grow with relationships and different coaches, and then time's right for certain things to happen, and here we are.
Yeah.
So it's been great. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that successful run so far. But one wonder, right? So you've been coaching for quite a while, and I understand you've also been to many countries to coach before.
I have. I've been. Basketball's certainly a blessing for those of us who committed our lives to it, and we're able to kind of build some success, I guess. I've been blessed. I was a head coach in the ABA. I had the fortunate experience of having Tim Hardaway Sr. on my team. I've coached in the WNBA in Seattle, and I was kind of tasked to develop the rising stars of the Seattle Storm, which was really cool. I was the first there, and then I've been with the Heat for 4 years, and I've had the fortunate experience to go to Norway, Germany, Spain, Slovenia, Greece, Finland,
Wow.
Singapore, obviously. So basketball is kind of it's a conduit to be able to make your dreams come true in a lot more ways than just playing. So it's great.
Well, it was certainly great to have you here. I remember you were here in 2017 with
Uh-huh.
the
With
Justice
Justice.
Winslow was the yes, Justice Winslow was a
Yeah.
player back then, and I remember you guys were at one of our sports centers and with the junior MBA program, and you had a chance to work with some of the local kids here. So that was pretty awesome for us.
It was, well, and for us too, it was a great experience. Justice, myself, and one of our doctor trainers, Brandon Gillum, we all came over along with a friend of Justice. All four of us got to come to Singapore. And the great thing about that trip, was not just being around, not going to a new place. The Singapore was a great experience for us, but everybody that we got involved with, we've stayed close to. You know, meeting you guys, getting to know Michael, having the blessing of being able to create a relationship to want to come back and do more. It was great being in the facilities, and we were playing one-on-one with the kids and helping with the junior NBA clinics, and Justice and I had a lot to do with in terms of building his game at that time. And the great thing about it was everybody that was on that trip was really curious about Singapore, and we were all doing incredible things all the time. You guys were terrific hosts for us, and I know all of us are looking forward to coming back.
Well, we were certainly very fortunate to have you guys here with us as well, and I'm also glad that the relationship has continued. And I know some of our coaches have tuned in to your the Shooting Guy podcast and video conferences and webinars as well to learn from you. So that has been awesome.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. We've, you know, my thought is that everybody wants to try and help the game in different ways. And my thought is, in order to change the game for the better, we have to teach the teachers. So for me, it's a big deal to take my blessed experiences in coaching and some of the things that we've been able to accomplish with our players and pass it on to people so they can take it to their players, you know, and that way we get a global reach, and we get a committed reach. As you know, you guys are terrific for, I know, I think Coach G came on at 2:30 in the morning or something, or 3:30 in the morning, Singapore time, to join one of our Zoom conferences, and you guys have attended, and it's really humbling that people want to come join us. But I'm really happy to have all the guys from Singapore to come learn and to be able to pass on what I can to help.